Oh, so the second part of that, though, 11/13/2023, talking about Jeffrey, talking about veteran community, Navy SEALs, fitness, and Iditarod, obviously my own race idea. Just looking at David Goggins, who's a big guy on Instagram. Haven't read his book, but it's hard to miss him on the internet. He has a huge presence in terms of his Instagram page, in terms of the traction he gets in his philosophy, in the fitness type stuff. World record holder at one point for doing the most pull-ups in a day is an accomplishment that I personally saw, some of his running stuff. And, he's another one that so many of these guys, I think, for better or for worse, on the internet are flexing that veteran connection, that Navy SEAL thing. And it makes me think the other special forces people, I just saw a Reddit thread about this, don't necessarily, it's more like the quiet professional thing, whereas it seems like these Navy SEALs, and I'm not trying to start a fight or anything about this, but it's just something to remark on, are the ones who are sort of become social media stars. You know what I mean? In terms of them being the ones like, what is that guy's name from Butte, Montana, who shot, the mission they got Osama bin Laden. And it's just an interesting sort of a podcast style discussion. Again, reiterating that I'm bringing this up because I cover Iditarod stuff, and we've got a Navy SEAL veteran signed up for Iditarod this year, Jeff Reed, from Two Rivers area, originally from Pennsylvania. So it'll be interesting to see, like David Goggins was training a mixed martial arts guy for Ultimate Fighting Championship type stuff, and putting him through some of David Goggins' physical fitness training. It makes me think of, like, at some point with my one dog class idea, the race idea, it would be cool to get, where, maybe not cool, but one of the inevitable things is to try to get people signed up for the race, help bring notoriety to the race, like a potential Navy SEAL veteran or something like that. And it's sort of like a double-edged sword, though, like I was saying, because, I wonder, some of these guys, do they have the humility to really understand the impetuous and the design of what the race is about? It's sort of like the dog munching thing. You have to approach it not as like an ego thing, but as like a coach thing. I think the ones who are the best really understand that. And I'm sure any sort of Iditarod champion would sort of echo and underline what I'm saying in that statement. But and that's sort of what my one dog class race is really more about. When we're talking about like Ukraine, Russia, Palestine, Israel, it's about bridging division and reuniting people back to their own independence. So it's not these resource struggles, it's living off the land, it's your own fitness, traveling across the land within your own means.